Hi everyone, welcome to Naresh Technologies. This is Srinivas. So today we are going to discuss about file handling concept in a C language. Using C library, C programming language, so we can work with files also. How to read the information from a file, right? How to process the information, how to delete the information, all these operations we can perform using C language. All the predefined functions available in a library, right? How? Files in C or file handling in a C language. So first of all, if you want to work with a file, so generally if you want to work with the integer data, so we need to use an integer pointer. Or if you want to work with a float data, so we need to use a float pointer. In the same way, now if you want to work with any file, right, here it is, our requirement is a file pointer. So first we need to create a file pointer. What is the syntax? Syntax, it's a predefined data type, it's a file, all are capital letters. File pointer, and this is identity. So identity is important, file pointer. And see the example file pointer, any name you can give, for example ptr. So variable name is a ptr. So here ptr is a pointer, it can points to any type of file. PTR can points to any type of file. It can hold the address of the file. It can hold the address of the file. So this is a file pointer declaration. With the help of this pointer only, you can process the information of the file. How to open a file? We'll see. So function is a fopen function. Fopen function. This function is used to open a file, in different modes. Sir, what are the modes? Read mode, write mode, append mode, different types of file modes are available, so we can open. In any mode if you want to open, we should go for fopen function only, no other function. And what is the exact prototype of fopen function? What it will do? See the prototype of fopen function. Prototype. Function name is a fopen. Function name is fopen. It is taking the file path. So what file you want to open, the file path you should provide. The path we should provide in the form of string, double quotes. And next one, mode also you should provide, that is also in double quotes, nothing but character pointer type, string type, alright, path and mode. On success, so what it will do means, it opens a file and returns a pointer to file, address of file. If file is present, what this fopen function will do means, first it will open the file. After opening the file, at a particular memory location, the file will be opened generally. The address of the file will be returned. On success, it will return address of file. For any reason, if it has failed, for example, file is not present. On failure, it returns null pointer. So what is the return type of fopen function? It's a pointer type. Which pointer? File pointer type. Return type of fopen function is a file pointer, right? So here fopen function is taking two arguments. First one is what is the path of the file. Second one, in which mode you want to open the file. Two things. And here it is on success. If successfully file is opened, so then it will return the address of the file. On failure, for any reason, suppose if it couldn't open the file, then it will return null pointer. Okay. Now we'll see one example that how to open a file and how to check whether the file is present or not. So how to open a file, right? We'll see the program in the main. See, all the file related functions belongs to stdio.h header file only. If you want to include, you can write that statement hash include stdio.h. All the file handling related functions belongs to a standard input output header file only. So now first I am creating one file pointer, any name, suppose fp I have given fp. Then fp gets memory allocation, fp get memory allocation at some location, So now I want to open a file. So what is the function we need to call? fopen function we need to call. Fopen. Path we have to provide. Sir, what is the path? Any drive, inside the drive any folder. For example, right, into my system G drive is there. In G drive some examples folder is there. In examples folder some test.txt file is there. Text.txt file. I want to open this file, test.txt file. Sir, in which mode? In a read mode I want to open. Just a character R you have to pass. R represents a read mode, but you must place in double quotes. It's a character pointer type, nothing but it's a string type. Alright. In G drive, in examples folder, test.txt one file is there. Right. Suppose if file is present, imagine here what will happen? Here it will open the file. So this is test.txt file. Test.txt, some information is there. Information is present. Then it will open. Right. It will open at some location, memory location, and that address will be returned to fp. So that is we are collecting into fp so that it start pointing to the first character of the file. So this is pointing of a file. See here, returned value we are collecting into a pointer fp. And next we are checking if file is successfully opened or not. If file is opened successfully, so then only we can perform any operations. For example, here we are opening in a read mode. We can read the information from that file. Right? If file is not present for any reason, if it has failed to open, then we can't work with that file. So here first we need to check if file is present or not. How can we check? On failure, it returns a null pointer. So if fp equals to null, that means file not opened. So here it is, we are printing the message printf file not present. A message we are giving very clearly, file not present. Suppose if fp is not equals to null, then else block execute. Then here it is, this message will print printf file opened in read mode. This is opening the file. This is a simple program that represents how to open a file in read mode using fopen function. With the help of pointer and with the help of fopen function, we are opening the file. This is a file opening process. Okay. So now we'll see, once you open the file, how to read the information from that file. The opened file. So now we are reading the information from the file. Sir, in how many ways we can read the information? We can read a character by character. We can read string by string. Right? We can read integer by integer, or different types of data we can read at a time. So first we'll see how to read the data from a file character by character. Okay. So read character from a file. Sir, how to read the character from a file? So one method they have given. So what is the method? fgetC method. So getting character from the file, fgetC method. It is taking two arguments. So first argument, sorry, it is taking only one argument. So what is that argument it is taking means the file stream. From which file you want to read, the file pointer you should pass as an argument. This is the prototype. Right, here it is on success or on failure, what are the values it will return? Return type is a integer. Why? On success, if it is successfully read, any character from the file, return ASCII value of character. ASCII value of character it will return. For any reason if it has failed, on failure it returns -1, that is also called EOF, end of the file. End of the file is a macro. As a macro is nothing but a preprocessor concept, right? It's a constant value. It holds the value -1. It's just a variable. On failure, it returns -1. So now based on these two things only, we have to read the entire content, all the characters of that file into our system, into our program. How to read the information? Once again, the method name is, or the function name is a fgetC, getting character from the file. Right? We need to pass the file pointer from which file you want to read the information. The file pointer you should pass. And it will start reading character by character from the file. On success, it returns a ASCII of character. For any reason if it has failed, on failure it will return end of file, that is -1. Sir, what is that end of file? What is the character of end of file means? It's a blank. I will show you practically. Okay, see how to read the information from the file. How to read the information from the file? Observe here for example, how many characters a file contains that we cannot understand. Exactly how many characters a file contains, that means how many times we have to call fgetC function, that we cannot understand. Sir, then how can we read all the characters of the file? Now observe. First I am declaring one integer variable. Why, sir? Because the return type of fgetC function is a ch. Now how many times we don't know, so repeat one while loop or any loop. Sir, which function we need to call? A function is a fgetC function we need to call. Sir, what we need to pass? So what we have to pass? The file pointer that where you want to read from. Simple. For example, file pointer fp equals to fopen. I want to read the data. For example, G, in the G drive test.txt file is there and I am opening in a read mode. Now it will open the file in read mode and here it is, fp is pointing to this file. So I want to read the information of this file. So what we have to pass? Fp we have to pass. Fp. If you pass the value fp, then fgetC start reading the information from the fp. Right, how it will read? Character by character it will read. The first character of the file is a. What is the first character of the file is a, it will read. Here it is, the file character is a. The first character it will read. Right, character corresponding value, small a corresponding value 97 it will return. That we are collecting into ch. Because on success it returns the ASCII value of that character. ASCII value of a small a is what? 97. That will be collected into ch and we need to check whether it is equals to end of file or not. Nothing but -1 or not. If it is not equals to end of file means what? The control not reaches the end. So we should continue. So control come inside, we are printing that character, printf %c, that character we are printing. Don't give a %d. If you give %d, instead of printing the first character a, it will print 97. So directly provide that format specifier is a %c. Okay, and next after reading this automatically the loop will repeat. while loop. As long as the condition is a true, it will repeat. Next b value 98, it will return 98 not equals to -1, condition true, and it will keep on reading all the characters from the file. Whenever it reaches the end of the file, it will reaches the end of the file. At the end it will return -1. So -1 not equals to -1, condition failed, then it will terminate. So this is the logic to read the information from the file. Here it is. First, f get c of fp, it will read one character from the file, right? What character it has read? The ASCII value we are collecting into ch, so that ch is of type integer type, and it is checking whether it is reaches end of the file or not. If it is not reaches end of the file, we are printing that character. Again we are repeating until it reaches end of the file. This is how to open the file in a read mode, what are the things required to open a file in read mode, and how to check whether the file is present or not, and after opening how to read the contents of the file. Okay, in the next session we'll discuss some more examples on a file handling in C concept. For more videos, please subscribe to Naresh IT channel. Thank you.